Getting ready to head out to the supply house, pick up some cable and some other things like that, and then we're gonna head over there and continue on with the demo and rewire.
Said I'm taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. They been trying to get me cheap like a thrift shop, but I told them it's my time, check the wristwatch. They been talking way before they even doing something. Whoa. If they wanna play, let's get a tip off. Ain't no silver lining, dawg, this some rose gold. Getting new money, I'm a old soul. Yeah, I get it bouncing like a pogo. Whoa. And I'm too cold like Frozone. And my chick elastic, girl. Told them we ain't in the faking, this ain't plastic, girl. Bought a new whip and cash, now my taxi thorough. Way I'm shooting like step, but my pass is bro. The way I'm playing the field, I'm in a league of my own. And now they all in their fields.
So in this video, we're gonna show you some particular challenges we're facing in this rewire here. Nothing we're not gonna be able to handle, but just something that I want you guys to be aware of you may run into in jobs like this. So in this home being built when it was in the early 1930s, 1920s, Victorian style home in an older, nice neighborhood, high-end neighborhood here in Pittsburgh. They have a double brick with plaster layout. So meaning 2 layers of brick plastered over the brick. Now that leads to a lot of challenges in terms of what you can and can't do on the exterior walls. I'll show you here a clip or two of some of the walls. You know, we did a little experimental hole just to verify that that was the case because we weren't quite sure at first. And so we'll take you through here and show you how we're going to handle that throughout the video. A couple different things you can do. You know, obviously we'll communicate with the homeowner and make sure that anything that we do plan on moving forward with is okay with the homeowner.
Wanted to come on here and just give a little insight. So if you're new to producing videos, make sure you check the audio on your cameras. Okay, first thing, because a ton of footage, unfortunately, from this whole day of work wasn't captured. So we're going to work around that. I wanted to give you a little bit of a tip here for anybody who does any sort of work like this or wants to. You've seen me throughout the video using a oscillator with a grouting bit to remove the plaster. That works really well, especially if you're doing tiny, little cuts to open up small holes like you see in front of me there, or, old work boxes or anything like that. You have a lot of material to remove. Just use a grinder. Plaster is essentially concrete. So the best thing that we found is you get a nice strong grinder. I'll try to put a link, if I remember, in the description of the video for the attachment that you see on the grinder that hooks up to a shop vac. If you've got a relatively decent vacuum, this creates almost no dust. It's really nice. When we first started doing these types of jobs, we were doing this without a vacuum, just going in, it would create so much dust. We finally found this, been using this method ever since, and it works really well. I mean, I can't tell you how nice this is compared to anything else. It's so much quicker, produces, like I said, very little dust. So, highly recommended. But you could see in front of me there's some wires where that fish stick is hanging out. We need to get cables. We got them up from the basement into that switch to feed this whole sort of living room area. That's our home run. We now need to get up into that hole that's in the ceiling in front of me and over above my head, as the ceiling joists are currently running perpendicular to the way I'm cutting. And then you'll see here in the next clip or two that we're going to be running from in the direction Jake is relative to me to run some lighting branch circuits. So check that out. Appreciate you working with us. We'll get better with the audio.
So we got that hole opened up over there. We were hoping that this was possibly decorative or something else, but turns out it is, so we thought it's load bearing. So we're going to open up another hole here. Small little 1/2-inch hole, ain't going to kill nothing in this big beam. So we're about to open her up. There's one thing you guys have noticed. Jake's a Milwaukee guy. Have you seen a single Milwaukee tool in any of these videos? I don't think so.
They'll cut this out, but my truck's in the shop right now. His van's been uninspected.
They'll never see that part.
And the leaf.
Like it's nothing. So I wanted to show you this. So we just drilled that hole there through this load bearing beam, little 1/2 inch. No issue at all with that. Now we're gonna be able to send a fish rod over there by where Jake's at. Get this light fished. I want to take a second, show you guys the reality of a job of this size and this nature, where you're going through and remodeling essentially the whole home from Knob&Tube. Thankfully, the homeowners are wonderful customers, and this is actually their second home. So they are from the other side of Pennsylvania, over by Philly. So they were able to vacate the home while the work is being done. Doing this type of work, if the customer's living here, we really don't even like to do that. I mean, as I'm going to show you sort of here as we are in the middle of this project, right? You do your very best to keep things clean and functional as you're moving around. And we just got done pulling a lot of wires and doing some work. So we're getting ready to sort of clean everything up, right, about what you want to see. But I want to show you the reality. So, you know, we've got, again, everything covered up, thick plastic, ram board, you know, everything's covered up. But you could see just the amount of stuff and debris, you know, and how much you have to open up, you know, and you guys have seen in the basement what that looks like. And so just keep that in mind. You know, if you're in this business or you're a potential customer and you need a rewire done, I mean, the amount of work that needs to be done, every house is different. Sometimes you get homes where this is a lot simpler. Maybe it's a single-story home with an unfinished basement. This home, unfortunately, happened to have a finished basement, which complicates things a little bit. Obviously, there's some more drywall work. And also, with it being a 3-story home with no attic, there really is no way around it. You're going to have to open up a lot of stuff. A lot of work and damage is going to have to be done to the house. So, but stay tuned. We'll take you through the rest of the project here. And eventually, we'll get to where we show you how the home looks after we're all finished up. I think you'll be surprised.
Anything you do in life, you gotta do it good. Even if you're the sucker, being a sucker, you gotta be a good sucker.
Like Mark Cuban said, you know, you look around the room and you don't know who the sucker is.
Only winners here. All gas, no brakes, man. No losers to the line, my day, man. Only winners.
Good system we got here. Oh. We got one. We got one. Look what we have here, fellas. Look what we have here.
Knob&Tube. Tied into Romex.
All right, so in episode 2, I was telling you guys, you get a basement remodel like this in an older home, especially when you find Knob&Tube on the levels above, 9 times out of 10, you're going to see some shady stuff. And let me tell you, we found some shady stuff.
It's not just Ryan either.
Yeah. So here we've got a junction box, some Knob&Tube, and then you can see all the Romex cables with another junction box. Right, and so this entire circuit which when you open up upstairs, you open the devices up, you'll look and you'll just go, oh, that's all got Romex in it. But as you can see here, it's all fed up a knob and tube. That ain't right.
Said I'm taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. They been trying to get me cheap like a thrift shop, but I told them it's my time, shit the wristwatch. They been talking way before they even doing something. Whoa. If they wanna play, let's get a tip off. Ain't no silver lining, dawg, this some rose gold. Getting new money, I'm a old soul. Yeah, I get it bouncing like a pogo. Whoa. And I'm too cold like Frozone. And my chick elastic, girl. Told them we ain't in the faking, this ain't plastic, girl. Bought a new whip and cash, now my tax is thorough. Way I'm shooting like step, but my pass is bro. The way I'm playing the field, I'm in a league of my own. And now they all in their fields, I got them all on my phone. But dog, I'm hitting the climb, I got no time on the low. Way I'm shooting is messy, the way I'm hitting the goals. I'm taking big shots, just stop. Where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off.